Largest cash robbery in U.S. history. Dunbar armored. Along with winning the lottery, robbing a bank is a time-honored technique used by people who fantasize about never having to work again. Granted, it's the more extreme method, and it's successful only as long as you don't get caught. But many robbers do find themselves behind bars eventually. As you'll discover here, pulling off a heist is not quite as easy as it appears in the movies. Just after midnight on September 13, 1997, a robbery was committed that would become the most significant theft of cash in United States history. In the time before the theft, Alan Pace, 30, the mastermind behind it, got a position at Dunbar as a regional safety inspector. While on the job, he photographed and examined the company's Los Angeles armored car depot. For the crime, Pace recruited 5 of his childhood friends. Interestingly, just a day before the heist, Pace was fired from his post. The reasons for it were undisclosed, though this hardly dissuaded him from continuing with the holdup. So after hanging out for a few hours at a house party in Long Beach to establish their alibi, it was time for 0 hour. Slipping away, changing into black clothes and masks, they headed for their prize. So, just after midnight, the crew hit the depot. Since Pace knew that the vault was left open due to the massive amounts of money that was going to be moved, he used his keys to gain admittance to the facility. During this time, Pace timed the security cameras and determined how he could avoid their detection. Once inside the facility, the team waited within the staff cafeteria, where they ambushed the guards one by one as they took their lunch breaks at precisely 12:30 a.m., preventing any of them from sounding the alarm. In 30 minutes, the thieves loaded $18.9 million into a waiting U-Haul. Knowing which bags contained the highest denominations and non-sequential bills, he also knew where the recording devices of the security camera were located. So all the robbers in ski masks walked into the depot just after midnight, using a key that Pace had kept. Pace also allegedly drew a floor plan and provided radio headsets that allowed them to talk to each other. The robbers tied up employees with duct tape and entered the vault area. Pace knew workers often left the vault open while on break. The robbers grabbed bags of cash, plucked the videotapes from Dunbar's security cameras, and fled in a rented truck. Most of the stolen money was in $20 bills, destined for automated teller machines around the city. Investigators broke the case after a piece of taillight found at Dunbar's loading dock was determined to be from a 14-foot U-Haul. The FBI learned that one of their suspects had rented an identical truck before the robbery. Unsurprisingly, the heist immediately was suspected of being an inside job. As such, the police closely monitored Pace, though they could not find anything. Meanwhile, Pace and his crew worked hard to conceal their new wealth, laundering it through property deals and phony businesses. However, their scheme eventually got exposed after one of the crew members, Eugene Lamar Hill, 29, gave a real estate broker friend a stack of cash bound with the original currency straps. Upon noticing this, his friend went to the police. Once arrested, Hill soon confessed and named his co-conspirators. Subsequently, Pace himself was arrested and sentenced to 24 years in prison on April 23rd, and currently remains incarcerated at a federal correctional institution in Safford. 3 others were later handed out sentences for their part in the heist. Although with the thieves now caught, much of the money never was recovered. Authorities have accounted for about $5 million taken in the heist. Much of that was spent on homes, cars, gambling sprees, and other items. A portion of the money was burned by the robbers because it was in sequentially numbered bills that the group feared could be traced. In the end of this heist, Pace was the last of 6 robbers to be sentenced in the case. One was sentenced to 17.5 years earlier this year. The 4 others received sentences of between 7 and 10 years. If you have something to share on this story, feel free to leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon for more interesting videos. Thanks for watching.